guys, it's MJ. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are doing well. On today's video, we are going to be reading 3 books. I just vlogged my reading throughout the last couple of days. So we read 3 books. We read This Book Will Bury Me, Keep Me, and Kill for Me, Kill for You. So if you want to know my opinion / just chill out with me for a couple of days, then let's just get on to the video. Hello, welcome to day 1 of this fabulous vlog type thing. It is currently like almost 1 p.m. And so obviously I've been reading this morning. I have been reading. Today is March 27th, I think. So This Book Will Bury Me came out on Tuesday. So March 25th. And so obviously I started it. I absolutely adore Ashley Winstead. I gave her first 2 books 5 stars. So In My Dreams I Hold a Knife and The Housewife one. Love that one. It was about like a sex cult thing. Chef's Kiss. Love that book. So yeah, I didn't love her 3rd book, but it's still Ashley Winstead and I love her thrillers. So I have high hopes for this one. I'm about halfway through at this point, and I'm really liking it. It's not what I expected. I don't know what I expect. I had no expectations for this book. I was just like, you know what? Ashley Winstead, add to cart, pre-order. Like that was my only train of thought. So I had absolutely no expectations. I don't even think I read the synopsis before I started the book. So basically it's this girl, right, Jane, and she is going through a lot of grief following her father's passing. And she falls down this deep, dark hole of like true crime website threads things. And then she meets people and they solve crime and they're like, yippee-ki-yay, we solved something. And then, she starts being part of this like actual group of people who solve crimes. And then this horrible murder happens and they're trying to solve it. That's basically it. I'm starting to get worried about her because she's starting to go really down like a very deep, dark rabbit hole. I'm a little worried for our main character at this point in the book. I'm really liking it, and it's like written as if the main character is writing a book herself, like a memoir type thing. So it's really good so far. The concept of this week, the next 4 days basically. So today, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday is I'm going to be reading for at least 5 hours a day. So the goal is to get through as many books as I can. I am about to go on a walk. It's super pretty outside today. I think it's like 5 degrees Celsius, which, is cold, but not that cold. And I'm gonna walk to a nice little cafe and read in the cafe. So I'll take you along with me for that joyous ride. We're gonna enjoy the sunshine, all the caffeine, and try to get through more of this book. Let's go to the cafe and read this lovely book. More pages of this lovely book. I'm now in part 2 at page 279. I'm loving where this is going. I wasn't sure where it was going to go for a while because they're like solving like crimes, but like on the computer. Like they're on their computer and they're like chatting and they're like solving crimes or whatever. But now they like are going to the place of the crime. So anyways, I'm not gonna like get into any more detail because I was surprised when that happened and I was like, oh shit, that's amazing. But it's really giving a new life and a new light to the story. So far, I'm really enjoying this story. It's really interesting. I'm really loving the main character, and I'm really loving like this group of 5 people together. They're all like different people, and I don't know. I'm really liking it so far. I really think, and I think this is Ashley Winstead's point, it's really eye-opening on like this, like the state, or like what true crime fanatics are, and like the impact that these people can have, either positive or negative, on like crimes that are done that they like quote unquote try to solve or whatever. It's really nice social commentary in my opinion, and I really like where this is going and what this book has to say. And like at some points of the book, I feel icky. I'm like, ugh, that's like not great. From a social standpoint, I think it's great, and I really think this book has something really good to say. I'm going to take a shower, get my makeup off, and finish this book, and I will update. Dramatic. I'm piecing it together. If this is what I think it is, 5 stars. 5 stars. That would be the twist. I never really look at I never try to see twists coming. I'm like not the person who's reading the book and is like, oh, this person did it and da da da. But when everything comes together, I did not see this coming. Alrighty, so it is the next day. Happy Sunday. Sunday is really a day for rest and relaxation. So what I've been doing all day? Reading a handy dandy book. But first, before we get into the new book that I'm reading, I wanted to talk a little bit about This Book Will Bury Me, which I finished last night. I didn't talk about it right away. I needed to marinate a little bit. I already knew what rating I was gonna give it, but I still needed to process everything that happened in that last 75 pages. It went off. I fear Miss Winstead has done it again. 5 stars. 6 out of 5 stars. So good. That book just gripped me and would not let go. And it was a long one to get through, but the payoff was so good. And I don't know, it was so good. Very Ashley Winstead, she just gets you, man. I love her writing. I don't know, I devour everything that she just puts out. It was so good. And it felt very found family, very grief coded, but very I feel like the grief aspect of it was very respectfully done and really well done. And it really showcased how social media and true crime, Reddits and threads and that kind of thing can really have an impact. And the true crime scene, I don't F with, because I feel like it can be very quickly disrespectful to like victims and families and all of that. And I feel like that was depicted in such a good way in that book. Like the way she crafted it so well that she showcased like the dangers of like this true crime fantasy that people have. So anyways, amazing. We loved it. 5 stars, 6 stars. It's one of my favorites I've read this year so far. So I got up this morning and I started something new. I'm reading Keep Me by, who is this for? Sarah Kate. I am enjoying this book so far. It's very like formulaic. You know, these kinds of books, this is a book about like arranged marriage. And these types of books with this like easily digestible and very bingeable writing, and you know, you read through the book super fast because it's like very easy to digest. It's very formulaic. So you have this like girl, she gets into this marriage with this guy, or it's like this girl, she gets kidnapped but falls in, you know, these like these mafia romances. This kind of falls into the line of that. It's not a mafia romance, but it feels kind of like that in the sense of the writing and like the very like the way it's structured is very like, married the guy, ooh, he's so mean and so rude and we don't like each other, and then boom, insta love, they're in love, they have sex. That's the formula, and this falls directly into that. But you know what? I love these kinds of books because they're very like easy and they're very good palate cleansers because they read super fast and they kind of, and I knew I needed something that was a little bit more like palate cleanser after reading This Book Will Bury Me, because 6 out of 5 star books you can easily get a book hangover from, and I wanted to make sure that didn't happen, so I went into something like super like fast-paced, super quick. We are following, what's this girl's name? Sylvie. Hate that name. Sylvie. And she gets into this arranged marriage with Killian. What I do like about this book is that Killian is Scottish, and that's why I wanted to read this book, is because it's set in Scotland. We love it there, you know? So yeah, it's set in Scotland, and so she gets into this arranged marriage with Killian, and they hate each other and blah, blah, blah. I'm halfway through, so I'm 160-ish pages into this book, and obviously feelings are starting to develop. This isn't a spoiler. I feel like these kinds of books is just, that's what, you know, they do. So that's where I'm at in the book. It really doesn't have like a lot of substance, so there's not really a lot to discuss. Who knows, maybe the ending will surprise me, though I doubt it. She's getting into this arranged marriage because this guy hasn't left his house, his manor castle thing, in like 10 years, and his family is trying to get him out of the house. He has like sex parties and stuff in the house, and they're like, it's disrespectful to our legacy, and they're trying to get him out of the house. And so she signs a contract where the family will be able to inherit the house if she stays married with him for a year. So at this point in the story, they've been in this arrangement for like 3-ish months. So, and I'm halfway through, and we have 9 months to go. So I don't know. We'll see. Literally on this book it says, Killian Barkley is a grumpy Scottish billionaire who hates me, and now I'm his wife. It's probably going to be like a 3-star book. We shall see where the wind takes us. Alrighty, so I finished reading Keep Me by Sarah Kate, and I thought I would just give a little wrap up as to my thoughts. Throughout the book, I feel like this book is 3 stars. Although technically it would feel more like a 3.5, because I really like the third act conflict in this book. It didn't feel stupid, which a lot of the time in romance books, that's what I don't like, is the third act conflicts feel so dumb. And I get so annoyed because I'm like, if you guys had communicated, we would not be having this problem. Communicate, people. Stop being little babies. But people don't communicate, so that's not, what happens. But my point is, I liked what the third act conflict did in this book, and I like where it went. I really enjoyed the mental health representation. I don't feel like it delved too much into that topic, but I thought it was done very smartly. And I really liked the way that the book ended. I really did. I felt very giddy, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm rooting for these people, and it was really nice. So that's where I'm at with that book. I still gave it a 3-star because although I enjoyed the ending and like the last third of that book was really nice and I thought it was really smart, and I think the two main characters really respected each other throughout the whole thing, I still gave it a 3 because my overall enjoyment was like a 3-star. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't anything special. It wasn't, a 3.5 is deserved by a book that is a little bit above, and I didn't enjoy the beginning of that book as much as I enjoyed the last third of it. So for that reason, I am giving it a 3. It was an okay book, and I would recommend it to the right person, someone who likes to read about sexy smut between some pretty pony and a nice little Scottish man. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that book. And now we're gonna move in to the next book, which is Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Kavanaugh. Hello everybody, good morning. Happy Tuesday in it. Today is the last day of this video. I'm pretty excited. I am reading currently Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Kavanaugh. I'm like 40 pages in. So it's a little late for a first update for this book. Yeah, so I'm 230 pages in. A lot has happened. This book is far from what I expected. I don't know my level of enjoyment. I don't know how much I'm absolutely obsessed with this book. I'm liking it. It's sitting at a 3.5. I don't hate it. It's not a bad book. I'm sure a lot of people really love that book. It's full of twists and turns. It just keeps giving and giving and giving and giving. It's just not giving what I want it to give, Like the title suggests, I thought it was gonna be I kill your person and you kill my person and we just exchange murders. So I was expecting this very much murder story, and it's just not what I thought it would be, so I'm a little disappointed. The twists aren't hitting, and I'm not surprised by what's going on, so it's sitting at a 3.5, which is not bad at all. It's a great rating for a book. I'm just, here's what happens. Since I'm such a mood reader, when a book is not hitting, no matter how good the book is, I'm not feeling it, And so my rating is deeply affected by the fact that I'm not feeling the book. And that sucks sometimes because a book can theoretically be a 5 stars. And objectively, I know that, but my rating is still a 3 because I didn't enjoy it. Anywho, that is not the point. It's 4 point of views, 2 of which we get, who are like the main girlies we get most of the book, and then 2 of which we get like sprinkled throughout the book, so that it, you know, it brings a little bit more like juice to the story, right? So it's mainly 2 point of views. So these 2 girlies, we have Ruth, who was hurt. Someone tried to murder her. I was looking for a way to say it, but like someone tried to murder her. And we have Amanda, who her daughter and husband have died because of this man. And so Amanda meets this girl in like group therapy, and they agree to swap murders. But then all hell breaks loose, and shit ensues. And, you know, I can't say much because that's the whole point of the story, and I don't want to spoil it for you. So that's basically what we're following. I'm liking it. It's fine. I have about 100 pages left. I'm gonna finish it. Gonna give it probably a 3.5. We'll see when I give my final rating. And that'll be that, you know. On to the next. It's not anything for me. It's not anything special. So I'm hoping that in a couple of hours I will be done with this book. And then I'll be able to share my final thoughts. Alrighty, I am officially done with Kill for Me, Kill for You. That book feels like it took forever. I started reading it yesterday, and I had the intention of reading the whole thing yesterday, but goddamn was it so long. That ending was so stupid. I'm sorry. I hated the ending of this book so bad. Like, the ultimate twist of the book, the one that happens, like, not at the end, but like the last important big reveal. I saw this coming from a mile away, and I don't know, it's just disappointing. It didn't feel like anything. I was just like, all right. I literally rolled my eyes so hard when the twist came. I was like, oh, okay, that's so dumb. And it annoyed me. It was very anticlimactic. Like, it felt like I'd been reading for forever for no payoff. So I'm kind of annoyed. I'm sorry, I'm annoyed at the book. It wasn't a bad book. It felt kind of disjointed and kind of pointless. I really didn't feel connected to the characters at all, and it's very hard to get through a book when you don't give a fuck. And I really didn't give any fucks at all throughout this whole book. And it sucks because the main character has this like really traumatic experience, really like emotional story, and I felt like the book cheapened it kind of. I don't know, it didn't hit like I thought it should. And I know a lot of people love this book, and I feel like there's something I'm missing. I don't know, I just wasn't my favorite, I think. And I had a hard time getting through it, really. Like, I spent hours reading this book when it really shouldn't have taken, and it really shouldn't have taken me that long, and I kept getting distracted by my phone, by a bunch of other different things. So it really, 3 stars. 3 stars. That's it. It wasn't a bad book. I think for some people it could be very enjoyable. It just didn't feel interesting to me. I don't know. I kind of felt like the writing was supposed to be fast-paced, and a lot of people were probably like, who, and I was just like, yeah, meh. This book was meh to me. But we had other successes in this video. This Book Will Bury Me was chef's kiss. And Keep Me was pretty good as well. I can't believe Keep Me was better. Like, I don't know. So that concludes this vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully my opinions made you laugh. I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice week.